Hi, it's Barry. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you two brand new planners that I got from Gillio. I'm really excited about them, and I promise to have 2 or 3 hacks for you along the way. So let's get started. I'm going to start out with my first purchase because I didn't purchase them at the same time. And this is a very exclusive Gillio planner. Gillio is from Belgium and they make wonderful planners. Every Monday they have a restock. And a couple of weeks ago they restocked their Freddies. And the Freddy has not been restocked in quite a while. I think it's over 2 years. And it's a certain type of planner that, as you can see by the bumps and the scales and whatever, supposedly was named after Freddy Krueger. So appropriate for Halloween time. Anyway, as you know, I'm a black, white, and gray girl, but I've been sneaking a little bit of olive green into my planners. And so when I saw this one, which is called Seaweed, I had to have it. I was nervous about it, but decided to go for it. It was released in 3 sizes, and this is the size that I got first, which is the B6 Appunto. So what I have in my B6 Appunto is a mini HP disc-bound planner. And what I love about this is that, first of all, there's big pocket here, there's a pocket here, you've got all this room for cards. I've got 3/4 inch discs. I use the silver metallic Levenger. And from Cloth and Paper, I have some blank tabs that I have used labels for. And I'm going to talk about those labels a little bit later because I have a little hack for you on that. I've got 2 Cloth and Paper dashboards layered there, and then in front of the dashboards I do have just a sheet of transparency that I put there to give it a little bit of shine, and also it protects the first dashboard. Now you could also achieve the same thing by using the Today dashboard or the Inbox dashboard, but in this particular planner that was not what I wanted to use. So this is my inbox and master list, and I will do another video on this explaining the concept and how I do this because it's been working really, really well. You've seen it before, but I have a few updates. So that's that, and let's just talk about the planner itself. So it looks like it's going to be heavier and bigger when I saw it online, but it's actually a little bit more squishy, and it's because of all these bumps. They're not all solid. So I want to just compare it to another Gillio that I have, which is in the black matte Croco. And I thought this one was going to be heavier and stiffer, but it actually, if I look at how rigid that is compared to this, and they both have pretty much the same thing inside, which is a mini HP disc-bound book in them, then I was pleasantly surprised with this one. And I was also very pleasantly surprised that it almost lays flat, and it will be laying flat completely, in a minute, because I haven't even done anything with that. But if I even open a page on it, it is absolutely fine. So I am ecstatic about this purchase. I absolutely love it. So here's another way that this can be used, and this will work with both sizes. So this is a Stalogy, and it's a half-year Stalogy. And you can use this in any other bound book in the Appunto. They weren't really made for disc-bound planners, they were made for bound books. And if you're not familiar with the Stalogy, It's got that wonderful paper, very smooth, and it has no writing in it so that you can really freeform what you want to do. It's perfect for a journal. You can fit a full size. I just thought it would be neat to have something really, really slim if I wanted to use that. The book goes in and out very easily, and you can see how slim that is. And so that's just another option. And while I'm doing this, I thought I would show you that there's a really nice zippered area, and this zipper works really well. So you have the area where you slide in, then you have a zippered compartment, and then you also have this area here. So just wonderful. So what happened initially is I couldn't make up my mind between getting the B6 Appunto or an A5 Appunto. And the A5 houses a half letter, which is my most common size. But I decided to get the B6. But then I saw one of the colors sell out in the A5, and I started to get nervous, thinking, oh, what if I really want that one? So I wound up ordering it before I even got the first one to be sure that I liked it. Wasted a bunch of money on shipping. Don't do what I did. That's for sure. Anyway, just to look at the A5 Appunto, this one really lays flat when you open it up. Now, the one thing about the A5 Appunto is you cannot use side tabs. They stick out. And I do have, a similar layout. It's the half letter discbound. Again, using 3/4 inch discs. Here I'm using top tabs. And let's just talk about labeling these blank cloth and paper dividers, because I use them in all of my books. Side tabs and top tabs, the blank ones. Because what I do is I get a sheet of custom labels. And information is below if you want to do this. And I get these from Scribble Sticker Co. And you can get usually about 24 words on a sheet. And you can repeat some if you want them. I use them in multiple ways. I use them for divider labels, but I also use them to label at the top of a page where I'm writing. It just looks great. Now, one of the things you may wonder is, how do you get them straight on the tab? So here's my hack. You may have seen before in a previous video, I do have a really great pair of tweezers, and you can use tweezers. This was part of this set. However, my favorite tool for this is the pick-me-up tool. It wasn't made for this, but it works for this. And what I do is I take a divider out, and then I put it on a lined sheet so that I can line it up. I take the label off, put it on the edge of this, and then I can see exactly what's going to happen because it's clear. It really works great. I strongly advise it. Now, one of the things I want to say about the A5 is how huge these pockets are. This pocket goes all the way back. You've got this one here, I've got some stickers in there. And obviously in the back, and this is the same on the B6, you've got a zippered compartment and then another compartment there and a pen loop. And when you do buy a Gillio, it does come with a pen, and I'm using the white with silver trim pen here, and I will probably use the same one here because I do have more than one at this point, because I think the white really helps draw out the white portion of the planner. I currently don't have a pen in here because it's a little tight with the way that the rest of the planner fits in with it. And this is one that's just going to be used on my desk, and it's for work projects. But absolutely a great, great purchase. So I want to talk about another way to use this. And I've got to bring in one of my favorite cloth and paper items. This is a bargain, and it's just If you don't have this, you should get right on the site and get it. Um, it's a notebook, and it's got 96 pages of dot grid in it, which is the good white paper. You can freeform whatever you would like. And it's spiral bound, so it folds completely flat, opens completely flat, folds back for writing. It's got the very heavy crystal clear plastic cover on both sides, a great quote on the back. These are perfect for gifts. Keep that in mind. Now, these also work great with 95% of A5 covers. And I've tried it on all the A5 covers that I have. This slides in perfectly to my Louis Vuitton or into my VDS custom without any issues. I pulled what I had in there out just so that you could see this. Slides right in. Works perfectly. Works perfectly here and a few others that I have. However, I thought I might want to use this in this Seaweed Freddy, and the back cover did not fit in there. It was just a little too short. So I had to do some modification. I actually decided to trim the back cover and actually take off the front cover on this one because I wasn't wild about the way that it hit. So what I did, and normally if I do have to trim something in the back to slide into a cover, I normally will try and do it as much as possible, especially if it's disc bound, using my trimmer so that I get a really clean edge. But this is so thick, I didn't want to try breaking my trimmer on it, so I hand cut it, and I didn't do a perfect job. I normally would take a corner rounder to do the edges so that I didn't ruin the lining inside. However, this was too thick for that. So I hand cut it. I didn't do a great job, but here's a hack for you. What I did was I simply took a nail file, emery board, and filed all the way around so there were no jagged edges to catch on there. So that's like a no-cost hack for you right there. So anyway, this does fit in well once I did that, and I can just slide it right in. And, it's slim, just a perfect, if you want to just take notes or anything. I mean, it's just a great anything notebook. Just wonderful. So I hope you enjoyed seeing these new planners and a couple of hacks, and anything that I did show you today I've tried to link down below so you can take a look at it in more detail. Thanks for tuning in today. If you liked what you saw, I really appreciate a thumbs up, and I'd love to know if you have any questions about this or any comments. Please leave them below. See you next time around.